welcome to the kitchen. If you're new here, my name's Angela and I'm the Inquisitive Farm Wife. And today we are in the upstairs kitchen. We're gonna whip up something super delicious. It is going to be a pickled beet salad. I have got to tell you, I've already tasted it and it's probably one of my favorite salads to date. It is so fresh. It's just screams spring and it's amazing, guys. And it's made with my grandma's recipe of pickled beets. Today's video is part of the Make It March collaboration. If you're not sure what that is, there is a group of us ladies that Lisa over at Sutton Stays has brought together. We each get a day of the week. Mine is Monday. And so every Monday you will be seeing me for the entire month of March bringing you some sort of a meal with some sort of item that I have canned. Some of them will be from back when I did January, some will be from those items, and some will be other things that I just have in my pantry, like today, my pickled beets. I'm going to show you how you can find a recipe on the internet and alter it to whatever your family likes and whatever things that you have on your shelf. So let's not wait any longer, let's get to it. I've gathered up the ingredients and we're going to put together a balsamic vinaigrette salad dressing. The oven has preheated and I'm going to put in a handful of walnuts to toast to put as our topper. Okay, I love a balsamic glaze vinaigrette dressing. Oh, balsamic is just one of my favorites. And I happen to have this salad making contraption here, and I really do like it. It even has your measurements here. So I'm going to start out with 1/4 of a cup of balsamic vinegar. Any will do. This is what I have for today. So 1 cup of liquid is typically 8 ounces. So that means for 1/4 of a cup, I need 2 ounces. And let's see, that's this line here. All right. We also need 1/4 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil. There are different ones that can be used for salad dressings and things, so use whatever's your favorite. And then it also says to go ahead and add in 2 extra tablespoons. So I did fill that up a little bit further. I need a teaspoon of honey or maple syrup. Today I'm going to use honey. And a little trick that I should have done and did not do, and I'm now regretting, is I should have put some of that oil in the spoon. It would have made it a lot easier to release this honey from this, but that's okay. We also need 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Oh, I don't know about you, but I love Dijon mustard. It is the best. So we'll go ahead and grab some of that. About 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. I'm just going to kind of guess at this. Freshly ground pepper to taste. I don't have any of that today, so we're just going to use the boxed kind. But what I do have fresh is a clove of garlic. I love this tool because I can throw the whole clove, skin and all, put it in there, and out comes my garlic. And then all that's left inside is your skin. Yep, that's right. This all squished out the side, but just to make sure that it's going to be chopped really well, I'll run this through one more time. Go ahead and get that off the side and down in the bottom. And And then all I have to do, instead of shaking, is just this. You just make sure this is closed. And, I mean, you can shake it if you want, but this little agitator just mixes this right up for me. And now this is going to go in the refrigerator along with a jar of my pickled beets to get nice and cold. Now we've moved into my laundry room where I have this hydroponics growing system going. I love this thing. It has been so fun this winter to be able to have fresh greens. So I'm just going to trim it down. I don't even know how many cuttings I've gotten off of this thing, but I'm just going to keep on letting it do its thing and keep growing, and I'll keep chopping. And I think we're going to have just enough. And now I'll take all this. I have 2 different kinds of lettuce. You can use arugula. You can use whatever leaf lettuce that you enjoy. I'm going to rinse and dry this so that we have it ready while our nuts are toasting. And now we're just about ready to start assembling our salad. The star of the show, Grandma's Pickled Beets. I do not have a video on this, but I'm sure that there are ladies in this collaboration, I know of at least one who does have a similar recipe. But let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to show you mine. So the recipe that I was using actually called for using fresh beets that you roast. I went down to the pantry and I had all intentions of grabbing just plain canned beets. And I was going to roast them. And then I found this jar of Grandma's pickled beets and decided this sounded so much better. And I didn't have to wait for the beets to cool. So all I'm going to do now is just set these aside and let this drain, because we don't want a lot of the moisture on there as they were to be roasted. We're not going to roast them. We're just going to let them drain. Now we're going to start building the salad. Our base is that lettuce that we just picked and cleaned. And now I've got some microgreens that I have grown here in the house. And if I don't already have a video on this, I certainly will soon, so you can learn all about that. But I wanted to add a little extra crunch. It's that time of year where we're all kind of craving this fresh stuff. So I'm going to put a nice generous layer of that on our salad. It calls for shallots. I don't have any, but I do have some diced red onion, and we love red onion. So I think I'm going to use those today. This off to the side just a little bit here, and it called for a half of a green apple. Well, I don't have a green apple in the house today, and the husband and I had eaten some of the apples out of this bag, and we thought they were a little tart, so I think it'll work just great for this recipe. And I'm going to go ahead and just take the core right out of there. And then I'm going to take this, it's like a mandolin, but it cuts things really super thin. Oh, it's unlocked. So I'm going to put it on, there's 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to put it all the way down to 1 so we can get a nice slice that is super thin. Let me show you. They're paper thin. Just don't go fast and cut yourself. And I think probably almost a half an apple is about right. love how thin we have this sliced. Let's go ahead and grab some of these beets. I'm just gonna kind of slice them a bit thicker. I like having the different texture, and I'm really excited about, it's kind of a sweet pickle. There's sugar in the brine along with the vinegar. You know, you're building this salad for yourself or your family. And so just, you know, add the ingredients the way you like them and the amounts that you think you would enjoy. And here are our toasted walnuts. And the reason you want to toast them is to bring out some of the oils and natural flavors. You can leave them whole. I'm just kind of wanting to break them up a bit. You know, when you toast them, they get a little more light and airy too, so they're real easy to just crumble and break. I store my walnuts, most of my nuts, I just kind of store them in my freezer. They'll stay fresher longer that way. I'm kind of thinking this salad's a little smaller than the one maybe that I'm going with, but like I said, we're gonna make this to what we like, and that's the best thing about using your own stuff. It's flavored the way you like it. Remember that dressing we made earlier? We're gonna drizzle some of that on here. Ooh-wee. Top it off with some feta cheese. They suggest goat's cheese, and I do have some in the freezer, but I have this in the fridge and it needs used. So that's what we're gonna go for today. Finish this off with some pepper. And some salt. And here it is, friends. Our beet salad from items we had here at home in our pantry using my home canned pickled beets. You have the chance to enter to win a grand prize, and that is going to be a pressure canner, and I'm so excited about that. If you want to learn a little bit more, go ahead and check out Lisa's channel, and I'll have her link down below, and follow along on the playlist so that you don't miss out any inspirational videos, because I know they're all going to be great. Shall we try the salad? Try to get a little bit of everything. Definitely a beet. I feel like I'm at some sort of fancy restaurant or a tea house. Oh, the vinaigrette dressing is amazing. I'm so glad I went with the pickled beets versus roasting my canned beets. You guys need to try this. Let me know if you do in the comments below. If you made it this far, I hope that means that you enjoy watching what I have to share. I loved having you here in the kitchen with me today, and I loved getting to share something from my home to yours. We will see you next time, my friends. Bye for now. So I was told pickled beets are good on eggs. I have myself an egg fritter that I made. It's just egg, seasoning, and panko. Egg seasoning and panko. So I'm gonna take and we're gonna slice up some of these beets and we'll serve with it. Getting one more use out of these beets. So tell me down below, have you ever had pickled beets and eggs? I'm gonna give it a try. All right, let's do a taste test. I'm gonna try just the egg fritter. I got to thinking after I made it, putting cheese in it probably would have been really good. Oh, actually, it doesn't necessarily need it. Let's try it with a little bit of beet. Interesting. It definitely makes it sweeter. Almost more pancake-like. Take it to the next level. Put cottage cheese with it. Is this something you've ever had? Would you try it? Let me know down below.